he says through fear and economic pressure, Beijing is working to expand its form of ideology in order to bend, break, and replace the existing rules-based international order.
Who's replacing rules of international order? Who's cracking down on WTO? Who's left the Paris Climate Agreement? Who's challenging the agreement that's reached with the Iranians? Who? It's not China.
Last year, the Chinese government announced its biggest increase in military spending for 3 years, even though you already have a defense budget which is bigger than the UK, France, South Korea, and Russia combined. And yet you announced the biggest increase for 3 years. This is not just about words.
Oh, when the US still continues to challenge, as they do, for entering Chinese territorial waters, however you look at it, the total amount, it is still insignificant compared to US spending.
Insignificant, but you spend more than the UK, France, and Russia combined, 3 nuclear powers.
The 3 nuclear powers in terms of population, that's up to how many?
What's population got to do with your military spending? You have a big population, we know that. What's that got to do with your military budget?
Per capita spending is...
Oh, India has a huge population. They spend a quarter of what you spend.
They wish they had the money to spend more.
Okay.
Neither of you have answered the Colonel's question. What incident has there been of freedom of navigation being impeded that is the cause of your grand political gesture in support of the United States? Has there been any? And all the militarization has been Australian warships, Japanese warships, US warships, and planes flying into the South China Sea. Did you complain over the building of islands by Vietnam, by the Philippines, and by others in these islands over decades? All of a sudden, you decide, oh, the Americans want us to jump, so we jump.
It is in the DNA of Australia to have alliances.
To add another point to Professor Zhu said, you have to realize, you can talk about DNA that existed in the last century. Today is a different world. Globalization has changed everything, and the fundamentals of governmental or country-to-country relationship has also changed. I don't think you can talk about alliances in the context of what existed in the Second World War or the Cold War period anymore, because you're in me and I'm in you. I don't think we should be in the Cold War mentality of alliances, and they're my ally, they're my backer, they will protect me. That will take you down to nowhere. To come back to just, is LNG, okay? Your good ally, your strong partner, your friend, the Americans, are taking away your market in this.
抖音、